Como é essa?
Hello.
Yo.
Pero...
Hi.
I'm so
Fine.
tired. Mhm. Yes,
Oh, apparently I was muted, Lamau.
good job.
I'm not muted anymore. Hi, I'm very professional in my job.
That was actually the first time, Rune, actually.
Whatever. Happens, it happens, it happens. Anyway, welcome guys, welcome to episode 32 of Rune.
Tarita!
A very promising episode in terms of content
Oh,
because
God.
they're about to face some very interesting circumstances. There isn't much to say today for our initial announcement section. There isn't going to be much of a recap from last episode as well because all they did was shopping.
Yes, we did. I have no one.
Sponsored by Amazon. I mean,
Sponsored by Zoe Borks.
No.
So yeah, anyway, without further ado, my dudes and dudettes, members of the chat, members of the cast, let us dive deep into the fantastic world of Rune.
não é melhor.
Oh,
É
right.
mais
Price.
tipo
Price,
qualidade, yeah,
quality,
quality price, yeah.
best.
That language transition in the middle.
That was perfect.
That's
We need
perfect.
to give shout out for Patero's new camera. 'Cause
I
he
know, right?
finally
True.
looks
I know, right?
human.
You don't, but okay.
My
Human,
man,
and I'm still to the side. Jesus Christ.
my man is looking attractive AF. Just saying.
But well, that's always right.
All right, sure,
Oh my
dude. Shut up, old guy. So,
Shit, dude. Yeah,
Old guy.
shit, dude.
all right,
Yeah, shit, me,
It
dude.
wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
bringing us back into Rune with a quick little recap of what happened last episode. Last episode told the tale of how our heroes went shopping. There's a recap. Let's proceed.
It was such an
Are you
eventful.
serious?
No,
Someone
I'm not,
broke
I'm not,
my-
I'm not.
Someone broke my finger. We did the marketing campaign
We
of a
did.
fucking.
The guy
Alright.
is fucking rich
Today,
now,
in
man.
today's episode, the cast does the recap. Go ahead, guys. What did you do last episode?
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
You go, Imno. You go first, Imno.
Alright, so I am very poor at the moment. Bridal bought me thingy bracers that allow me to have my swords and potatoes flying. You know,
Yes, the
floating.
flying potatoes. Yes.
Yes. And I have a freaking bow that doesn't run out of arrows, and that I can, I don't know, crit or something. It's OP. Yeah, my original bow is at the man's house,
Mm-hmm.
and the goatman's house is having a lot of profit now because we went there and we told him to put the stuff outside, and now everyone sees the amazing stuff he has. And
All right, great. That was a great little recap. What did
Thank
you
you.
get,
Thank you.
Torbjorn? What was the one thing that you got that got you really excited, aside from the broken
An-
fingers?
A necklace.
You got a necklace?
Was it
I
a
don't think that's
necklace?
the
Yeah.
item you got that you're most excited about now, is it? Or have you forgotten your chair?
Oh yeah,
Not
my
a fucking
chair!
chair!
My fucking foldable chair. The cube.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
There you go. And what about you, Brido? What did you get in your shopping list episode?
Well, I
A
got
fucking
a lot of
staff
things.
up
I'm
his
so
ass.
glad you
What?
asked.
Got a no. I got an armor.
Mm-hmm.
Got a ring.
Mm-hmm.
Got a shield.
Mm-hmm.
He's rich.
Got some
Fucking you.
thing else that nothing else. I got money.
You
I
got
got
money.
nothing.
You
else.
got
Selling
money.
things.
All right.
Yeah.
So, bringing us down to a more serious note, our heroes, the BDC, went to Lady Zune's, where they found a bunch of enchanted items that they got for themselves. These included weapons, armor, shields, things that they can use to improve upon their, well, fighting and other stuff. They also went to the apothecary here and the capital, where they got a bunch of potions and poisons and things they can
No,
use.
we actually didn't. We actually did only said.
I got poison. I need
We
to
got
come back
nothing there,
Because
but
now I have.
Oh wait, you didn't get it?
Arrow.
Didn't you get like a greater healing potions?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that we did.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
I think you
bro.
got one of the weird ones too, didn't you?
yeah.
No, we didn't got any
No,
weird
The
ones.
weird
Badero
ones?
didn't let me buy.
Yeah.
All right. They then also went to Heejin's shop, the root of everything, where they met the Falwoon Vastaya that owned the shop there. He seemed to be
so-
having trouble selling his chairs and tables that he would woodweave with his magical abilities. After a short conversation there, the BDC convinced him to improve upon his marketing campaign, and he instantly created a wonderful display of all of his creations outside of the shop, adding a few little details from the group that so much helped him by spending money on his shop. After that, they took a quick trip to the blacksmith, where Sade got a little bit feisty along with the Noxian that owned the forge there, married to an Ionian, however, and teaching Ionian boys as well. After that, as time moved along, the group had to go to the council building. Along the road, they met up with Master Shen, the Eye of Twilight and leader of the Kinku Order. As they walked along and walked inside the amazing and beautifully crafted silver structure that almost looks like a crown atop the capital, that is the Ionian Council building. Our heroes joined up in the central room where all of these meetings are held. This triangle-shaped room with the symbols of Ionia on curtains on the side of the land, the people, and the name. The members joined the council. The Karma arrived in a jade flare. Master Zhu Xia of the Shojin arrived in a green mist. Master Indra arrived as a thundering dragon that roamed across the room. Master Irelia arrived through the front gate because she's not as cool. And so, that's where we'll pick up today's episode. Silence takes the council room. as everyone seems to be gauging each other's intentions. Some intense looks are traded between Irelia and Master Indra. Some more intense looks are directed at Torbjorn by Master Zhuxia. As he looks into your eyes, this piercing gaze. A man immovable both in emotion and in body. And finally, you see the Karma reaching out into the sky. Jade, this jade glow begins to fill her hands and her tattoos of the dragon. You see the symbols of the land, the people, and the name flare with the same jade green across the room as you look to the floor where the same trinity is drawn and engraved. You see the room begin to almost slowly spin. And then it almost feels like someone removed the ground from your feet as the room begins to elevate quickly into the sky. Around you, you no longer see the walls with the symbols of Ionia. You see the skies, you see the skyline, you see the capital city, but from above. As the floor continues rising up on the sky, surrounded by this jade flow of magic. You cross the clouds. You see a few cloud drinkers flying around. These sort of flying turtles with feathers and no shells that just peacefully drift above the clouds and occasionally dipping down and drinking a little of its water, of their water. Suddenly, the floor stops. You almost get this feeling, this strange feeling in your stomach, like like you're going really fast on an elevator and then it suddenly stops. Physics, you know?
Disneyland.
And finally, Karma steps forward and says, I declare this session open. Our first order of business, as suggested by Master Irelia, is discussing proper compensation to the heroes who eliminated the Brotherhood. Master Irelia, please step forward. You see Irelia confidently step towards the center of the same engraved Trinity Force triangle that you see on the floor. He takes the center of the room, gives the room a once over, just looking at everyone and nodding at you guys as you stand behind Shen, Akali, and Kennen. She then goes. Greetings, esteemed members of the council. The Big Dong Club's actions can no longer be ignored by us. The Brotherhood had grown strong and sunken its roots within our land. Ever since I left them, they were corrupted by greed. Their thirst for power exceeded their will to protect the people. Finally, one of my greatest mistakes and deepest regrets was put to rest by the Big Dong Club. No small feat. And as such, I would reward them with the administration of the city of Pubo. And as she says this, you kind of look at Master Indra in his Hirana robes, his gray long hair. He kind of is taken aback by this suggestion. And he says, Pardon me, but I must have misheard. You would reward disobedience instead of punishing it. I do not recall discussing the elimination of the Brotherhood in this council. Shen quickly steps forward. I agree, Master Indra. My students' actions were unsanctioned, but ultimately, the outcome was good. To which Master Zhuxia responds. What if it wasn't, Master Shen? Would you have been responsible? Would you have been held accountable? The council was formed for a reason, and I'm quite sure it wasn't to be overruled by the Fist of Shadows or the BDC's personal wishes. Irelia nods at Shen and continues. What matters is the end result. The Brotherhood is gone. One less thorn in Ionia's side. Master Indra steps forward in a sort of authoritarian fashion. He undoes the cross on his arms and just almost bears out his chest. And you can truly see the sort of muscle mass that this man has, and it's very intimidating. And one less thorn in Noxus's side. Did you stop to think of the consequences? Another barrier to their forces was removed. Irelia angrily.
You're muted.
I'm muted?
No.
No,
It
Born,
was just
I
like
think
he
he's
has
trying
some,
to talk.
pause.
Bo-
No,
Born?
not that low. Not that low. Yeah, he's trying to talk.
Yeah, he is.
All right. He's asking for
I
1
like-
second.
Yeah,
I just
he
like
was
the,
trying
the,
to say
the,
something.
the flip of the paper. I want to say that was very,
Right,
Hey,
he's
hey.
just
Yeah.
he's trying to read Karma's reaction to the
Oh.
conversation.
Good. Roll an insight check. Good thing.
Yeah.
Gaffing.
So 16.
All right. Karma in this situation, Raito, seems to be harder to read than she
Hello?
was previously.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Okay, shit, finally.
She seems to be harder to read than she was in previous situations. However, she is maintaining this calm composure, almost as if she's just waiting for everyone to get their say. You do, however, Brighto, with the 16, notice her exchanging looks with the Eye of Twilight with Shen. She, as Irelia continues speaking, she looks at him, and it almost seems as if there's something there.
Oh, they have a case.
No.
Oh my fucking god, of course you'd assume that. Why did I even give off that? Whatever. Continuing.
By the way,
Yeah.
can we step in whenever we want? Whenever we.
You can step in whenever you
And
want,
it's
yes.
your call if you want to die.
Okay.
It,
Okay.
it just generally, there's the members of the council, and you I don't know if you'd know this. Let's see if you'd know this. Roll a history check for me, Thorbjorn. Let's see if you actually would know it.
3.
Yeah. You would know this. Generally, the main members of the council are the ones that take speech. So, for example, although Master Shen, Master Kennen and Akali are there, it is Shen, the one who takes word here, because he is the member of the council. Generally,
Okay.
when someone else is invited into the council, they are given word by either the Karma or by one of the masters who brings them into the conversation. So yeah.
Okay. So when
Fuck up.
yeah, when Master Indra said that about having one less thorn on Nox's side.
Mhm.
I mean, by the way, I flipped him off once I met him, but I had my hands covered, so he didn't see it. Okay.
You were behind Shen. They can't really detect
He
Yeah.
can't
you're
see.
flipping.
Uh,
Shen is purposely standing in front of you, Torbjorn,
Okay.
because you
But
told him.
once Master Indra said that about um not having one about having one less thorn on Nox's side,
Mhm.
um Torbjorn looks pretty fucking not he's angry. Yeah, he's angry because he saw friends he saw friends give their life to it,
Mhm.
and he saw what Iskalar did to
Yeah.
living beings.
All right.
So
Very well. I
yeah.
will take note. As you sort of look a little bit angrier and you clench your fist, not because of the flipping, but because of, well, that reason. Master Kennen puts his hand over yours, and he looks at you and gently nods you to be calm. All right, continuing on. Irelia very angrily says, "This is why we must create our own defense, train our own fighters. The fact that you would question the Brotherhood's destruction, Master Indra, makes me suspicious of your intentions." To which Indra responds, "You insolent child. At last you reveal your plan. Kama, can you not see she intends to build her own army? To gather her own followers so that she can overthrow the council? To overthrow our ways?" Irelia responds, "I wish only to protect my people." "You wish to militarize our peaceful existence and drop down the Noxians' level. War is not our way, it never was. We do not sacrifice our own people to defeat our enemies. The spirit will guide us through these times. Ionia does not need an army, it needs its heroes." And Irelia responds, "The spirit did not cut Swain's arm. I did. I will not stand here." And as she is speaking, you hear a resounding voice of the Karma. "Enough! I will not have this in what is supposed to be a peaceful discussion. What about you, BDC? What do you say? Do you think you should be rewarded?" And she points at you and gives you the word. Irelia steps back off of the center. You still see sort of her face red, veins sort of popping on her neck as she clenches her fists very angrily. Brighto especially notices this with his insight check.
So we move to the center then?
You can step forward, yes. She signals you to step forward.
I step forward. And I turn towards Karma. I agree we should be rewarded. We weren't greedy, we just fought for, in my case, I just fought for my land. And Torbjorn and Bridal were with me, so they helped me. I think the Brotherhood was a threat, and we removed it, and it wasn't good to Ionia. There was no doubt in it, so there's no regrets from my side. I stand with Aurelia. Let's go.
As you say this, Master Juxia steps forward and he says, "You say you fought for your land. Then, Torbjorn, my old student, if I were to ask you to give me the Spear of the Shojin at this moment, to give it back to the temple, would you give it to me, or would you keep it?
I step forward. I bow, greeting master. Fuck. I have his name
Juxia.
here.
Motherfucker.
Juxiao.
Master I greet
Fuck.
Master Fuck.
Master Juxiao, and I say, Master, a master of your expertise can see that the spear chose me as its wielder. And I take the spear and I present the spear to him, and I see, I think you can see it for yourself.
Master Juxia steps forward and looks you close and dead in the eye. And he says, the spear did not choose its previous owner. You know this too, Torbjorn. It is not the spear's choice. It is the wielder's choice, and the spear adapts to it. I do not require it, neither does the monastery. Should have left it a long time ago. I am glad it is in good hands. But
Torbjorn
one
is
thing,
taking. Okay.
do not take us for fools. We know that you do not fight only for altruistic reasons. You also fight for reward. You also fight for glory. Who wouldn't in your case? This is not a matter of your values, of your feats being undervalued. It is a matter of crossing a line that one should not. The Council. The Council was created to protect Ionia, to decide over these things. I understand why you would do it, but I cannot roam around and kill people without the knowing of this group.
And Torbjorn replies, "Thank you for trusting in me to wield the spear. It is true that when we started this, I don't know what the word, quest? No, not quest.
Sure, quest.
Yeah, okay.
Journey.
Journey. Yeah, when we started this journey, we did not know what we were getting into. We did not know what would cause the destruction of the Brotherhood. All that I've seen was that we took down something evil, something that was not helping Ionia, something that was not protecting us. It was just destroying. You can go to Pubo right now and feel the energy that is around that place. That's not Ionia. That's not life. That was just death and darkness, and with the pretext of saving.
Master Juxia looks at you and says, I understand, young Torbjorn, but this could have been decided calmly, here in the council, with everyone's knowledge. Yet it was done behind our backs. The council, and, well, Ionia itself, only has this trust that we have between us and the magic that unites the First Lands. Once it is broken, we are no better than the others. And Indra steps forward. You are being fooled. Fooled by her enticing offers, especially you, Vastaya. Master, I
close?
really, yeah, he
Is
is
he
close.
Torg? Okay, is he speaking the truth?
Roll an insight
Or
check.
or is he trying to deceive?
Roll an insight check.
Inside. Fuck, natural one.
So suddenly you hear inside your head, these motherfuckers think they're so fucking special. I hate every single one of them. You roll the natural one, you know what you have to do.
Oh
But-
no.
That's just on attack.
Nope, it's a critical failure.
But but
What?
It's to
No,
an
no, no, no,
ally
no, no.
because it's a critical failure, I believe.
No. Against a human. Oh, he's humanoid creature. Fuck.
But it's an ally of yours. So here, since we're in this situation right now, I would guess you can pick between Brighto or Sade to deal your psychic damage. So roll the dice, and I would say, ooh, 4. And I would say,
Who's closest to me?
ooh, right now Sade took center. It's probably Sade.
And then Say takes it.
All right, Sade, suddenly you feel like this headache and you hear inside your head, fuck you, bitch.
I instantly turn to Torbjorn and I just think you're gonna lose another 10 years.
All right. Master
Can I answer, by
Indra.
the way, because he was addressing me, or
Yeah, he was going to continue addressing you.
okay. Mhm.
He was saying, you are being fooled by her enticing offers. I know that you have been on her side on the battlefield, but this is not the same person. This is someone corrupted by revenge, by the desire for vengeance. This is no longer the Irelia you perhaps once knew. And she wishes to disguise her thirst for power with lies about protection. If Ionia does have an army, who do you think will lead it? Will it be the Karma? Will it be any of us? No, it will be her. And he looks at her ferociously. You see his dark red eyes. And Irelia sort of... Brighto, you've been sort of paying attention with your high insight check, and since you're kind of in the back, you look at her and she's like biting her lip. And you notice like a strange... There's someone who's unsettled behind you. And you think that it's probably a Kali. And that's what he says to you. Sade.
Okay. I just stare right at him. Who are you to judge what made us do that? It's not like we've been promised 10,000s of riches or lands or anything. We were just presented with a problem and we fixed it. Again, it was corrupting the land. It didn't start yesterday, and you guys were just letting it pass because you don't deal with things in a more aggressive way. We need an army. We are being invaded, and we have the invasion already inside. If not by Noxious, we have by the Brotherhood or other that we might not even know yet. We need an army. If Irelia is leading it, I don't know. Why not the full council and you guys decide whatever you need to decide? But we never started doing this because someone said, hey, fame and fortune. And here we are. We are standing for what we think it's right. Obviously, rewards are good because we don't live out of hair, but I don't think it's in your right to judge when you don't even know us. And I think I know Irelia pretty well. And I'm also okay with revenge. And I just hold the stare.
Indra walks forward really close to you, and he is towering over you. He is a very tall man. And he leans down and looks you straight in the eye. And you start hearing blades moving. He looks at the side to Irelia and then looks back at you. Who am I to judge? And who are you to step over the council? To make decisions on your own, decisions that affect our whole land and our people. You think the Brotherhood was a bad thing. You are correct, it was. You think I do not know why you started this, that I do not know anything of you. You are not correct. The Brotherhood may have been terrible, may have caused incredible pain to our land. But while we made moves other places, the Brotherhood was one of the things keeping Noxus from encroaching deep within our cities. Or did you not encounter Noxus spies along your travels? They are everywhere. The cost is one that I am most sad to pay, but it is one that I will bear on my shoulders for the rest of my life. I will lay down my own life for this land, and I will fight to bring it united once more. But I will not create an army to do it. I will do it in any other way I can. Our people do not deserve to fight. Our people are sacred. Our ways have been sacred and pure for years. This is not something that we must give away freely. An army brings us nothing.
Remind you what happened at Placidium? If you do not fight, it's just all over again. You're sacrificing the place where we were.
Pupil.
Pupil, there you go. You're sacrificing Pupil for the frontiers, but Pupil was almost gone. And for how long would they actually hold on to the frontiers? You need to start defending it with your own people, or you'll have no people to defend. And it's only you taking that decision that you'll bear it, that you don't want to fight. But again, it will be Placidium all over again. And I will not allow that.
Tell me.
So if it's your choice to not create an army, to not defend it, it's my choice to fight for what I believe in.
It is not your choice, as it is not mine. It is the council's choice and our ancestors' choice. And tell me, child, who do you think had the Freljordians in Pubo? Do you think it was your beloved Irelia? Or do you think it was someone else? You underestimate the actions that the council take behind the scenes, that the council has conversed about before you were even born, before you even existed, before you were known.
The Freljordians fought with us. They were the ones that conceived this plan. We just went along with it. So you're just giving us more reason to fight because they wanted to fight. So if you're insinuating that you put them there, we are actually following your call, and it was your call to defeat the Brotherhood. We cannot stand idle.
It was not my call to defeat the Brotherhood. It was my call to protect the people there from more damage, which is what they were doing. Once...
Torbjorn,
Yes?
Torbjorn says, so it's okay for Freljordans to lose their life for some other cause, while you say your
I don't.
people don't deserve to fight while they die, not knowing
No.
how to defend themselves.
No, you are wrong.
It is what happened in Pubo. Freljordians lost their life defending a place that they called home, while Ionians died without knowing how to defend themselves. So how can you say that the people do not deserve to fight when they are dying not knowing how to defend themselves? Give them the choice.
Because it is
Let
our duty to protect them. It is not their duty to fight. And it
So
was
why were you not in Pubo?
because
you
I
knew
was
what
somewhere
happened-
else.
If you knew what happened in Pubo, if you knew that the people were suffering, why were you not there? Why did you send people from other lands?
I sent friends. I did not send people from other lands.
You sent
And-
friends to die.
I did not
We are
send them
not
to
enough.
die. Do you not
They
realize that
died.
your encroaching within Pubo was what caused their deaths? They were not supposed to ever go along with that plan unless it was an emergency. Unless
It
the
was-
town reached its max alert. You caused this, and you think their death is on my hands. Your
We are not
insolence
innocent.
knows no bounds.
It's not your, it's their death, it's not on your hands. We may have caused the high alert, but the land was almost dead.
Dead.
And who do you think was keeping it barely alive?
For how long?
For as long as I would give my life for it.
And then
Within
it
the
would die and
monastery.
be too late. You were just barely keeping it then. At what cost again?
At the cost. At the cost that I am willing to pay. But I will not
It is
give.
not
I will
enough.
not sacrifice my people's lives in a fight they cannot win. If we are to ever stand against Noxus, we will lose if our heroes are not ready. If we trust in our people to attack, to fight. We were not made for this.
We don't trust, that's why we want to teach people. That's exactly what Irelia just said. We need to prepare, because even though the heroes want to do everything in their hands like you would just end up dying if this was your full plan. You'll just end up dying trying to keep a land barely alive just because Brotherhood was holding on to one of the frontiers. And that would be it. And then you would die, and then the invasion would happen, Puba would be destroyed and corrupted. But yay, you saved it for like 5 years. Good job.
And what do you think happens now? What do you think what are the Noxians now planning as news of the death of the Brotherhood reach their ears? Do you believe they are sitting idle?
Exactly why we can't sit idle.
If we do,
Exactly why we need prepared people to help us.
While I do agree that we should not teach our people, the Ionian people, to attack, we can teach them how to defend. We do not need to attack Noxus. We need to stop them from attacking. We need to teach them how to defend themselves, so that something like Pubo does not happen again. You don't need you say the Ionian people are not born to attack. Don't teach them to attack, teach them to defend.
Don't teach them to die.
Master Indra steps back and he says,
I wash my hands from this. I only wish that I am here when Irelia comes knocking at the council's doors, wanting to kill the Kalma and overthrow the council. I only wish that I am here to protect you, Karma, as he looks at her. And I only wish that you may see the truth sooner than this
Does
council
Brighto
will.
believe in those words, though?
You believe these words wholeheartedly, Brighto. He seems to be
Okay.
very honest with what he's saying.
No, I was gonna ask the same. So can I assume? So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he steps back, and the karma goes and steps forward and says,
I just wanna like.
"Oh, you want to
why-
add something?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
Why are you saying you just hope? Why are you not trying all to work together? Isn't that the purpose of the council? Why are you isolating Irelia? If you think something is wrong, discuss it, work it as a group, and make it work for all of you. Find a solution that helps everyone, that compromises some part to your like, and another part that will help protect the land. Why are you assuming Irelia needs to lead, for example, since you are clearly not happy with that? This is a council. The purpose is to choose, decide what's better between all of you. So why are you giving up when you were so fierce a second ago?
As you say that, Irelia steps forward and she grabs your shoulder from behind and she says, "It's not worth it. These old men know nothing. Their old ways will kill our lands."
There's space for everything. You just
There
need
is
to
not,
find the
Sade.
balance.
There is no space. And as Irelia says this, Indra-
He's looking really sus.
Indra
The imposter.
Indra looks at you, Brighto, and he raises his eyebrow in a "told you" fashion. And you get the sense that perhaps it's not Indra who's not willing to cooperate
Yeah.
with the council.
Man, I really is looking really sus. I think she's venting.
So as this happens, you see the karma step forward, and she says, "Very well. It is time to bring this to a vote. Whoever would reward the BDC with the
Karma is
administration,
talking, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
with the administration of Pubo, vote aye." Irelia instantly goes, "Aye." Shen goes, "Aye." Indra goes, "Nay." And Master Zhuxia goes, "Nay." The karma says, "Then it is up to me. I vote
When
aye." So it is to be. The administration of Pubo, should they choose to accept it, is given over to the BDC. You may do as you wish with it. You may administrate it as you want. You may assign people as you want. All resources will be available to you, as the town is now under your watch. Should any problems arise, it is your responsibility. Should any great feats come from Pubo, they are yours to claim. And as the vote passes, you see a look of Brighto. You see a look of failure in Indra's face. And Master Zhuxia quickly places his hand over his shoulder and expresses the same look.
How is Irelia looking?
Irelia is looking satisfied. She has a slight grin on her face, like an almost like victory smile. And Brighto, the sort of that feeling, you know, that you had someone behind you was really nervous, is now gone.
just wanna look to Karma and say, why do you wanna give a city up to, as you put it, abandoned strangers?
I want to trust you to make the right decision when the time comes. Perhaps I am seeing something that others are not. I hope you are seeing it too, Sade.
Do I get what she means?
I don't know, do you?
I'm gonna roll.
When she says
I just
that,
keep staring, like,
I say, Torbjorn says, thank you for the vote of confidence, but I do not accept. In my behalf, it's way past my abilities, and I do not see myself fit to lead a
I
town,
just stare at
a city.
Bridal while he's speaking.
Brighto, as Torbjorn says these words, Jushia's eyes light up with hope.
And I say, my aim is to travel the world to do as many good as I can. I do not know the ways of leading anything. I do not know the ways of leading a people, of leading the people. So, while I do support my friends, I will not accept this. I will humbly decline the offer.
Thorbian go. Brighto gives a step and yeah, I'm with him. We are just a group of strangers. We have no power, or I don't even know why I'm here. I know why I'm here, but my purpose here is done. And you guys are way different from everything that I know.
In Torbjorn's head, he goes like, "The fuck? I can't even fucking read. How the fuck will I lead a fucking town?"
and you hear in your head as well. Yep, you're pretty fucking dumb. That wouldn't be for you.
Yep.
Do I sense any pressure, like, in the back of my head?
I said that looking at Karma, by the way.
Yeah. You look at
Yeah, me the same.
Irelia, and Irelia is
Same.
very nervous, Sade. And Brighto, you notice the feeling we're talking about? It's back.
Yep.
Coming from Akali. However, this time, you feel something else. You feel this feeling of peace coming from the Eye of Twilight, Master Shen.
Oh.
So Karma goes, interesting. What about you, Sade? Will you take upon this offer and take upon the responsibility of ruling, or, well, at least administrating Pubo? You may assign people to do whatever tasks are to do there, but it will be your responsibility. What do you wish to do? Do you follow in with your friend's footsteps? Or do you go into this task? I am sure they will support you in anything you need. However, you will always have the last word. What do you wish to do?
Who will be in charge of Pulo if you say no?
If you say no, Pubo will be taken over by the council. By me, by Master Shen, by Master Indra, Master Juxia, and Master Irelia. We will keep each other in check, as we have for the past years. We wish to only give you this as a reward in order to unburden the council of such things. so that we may concern ourselves with other issues. Pubo is still a pretty big city, and only one that really stands as a beacon in the northern shores of Ionia, the northern side. Is a very important task, and so it takes over some space in our minds.
So you're saying your way of rewarding us is giving us a burden?
Yes, because we trust you with it. You would also get any of the riches that come from Pubo. Any of the taxation would go towards you. Any of the findings in the city, ancient artifacts, are also yours to claim. You would also be responsible for the ports over the northern shores of Ionia, where many Freljordians have come. Perhaps even where young Torbjorn once stepped. Which means the trade there is also yours to command.
With all due respect, you gave us zero information and very, how do you say, ambitious or vague tasks. And you're thinking we can maintain one city and keep it in check with your own things when you'll probably not even include us in any other meetings or discussions or anything.
Irelia kind of steps to your side and she looks at you and she says, "You can tell someone else to be there. You can do whatever you want with administration over Pubo. All that you will be getting here is responsibility and the chance to create something new."
If you want to give us responsibility, allow us to have votings when council decides. I don't think it makes sense for us to rule an individual city out of everything.
As you say that,
Yeah.
Master Indra steps forward and he says, "I agree. Vote for their right to vote. If they are to have this kind of responsibility, they should be part of the council. I vote for Brighto to be a member of the council."
Fucking hell.
Karma.
Brighto is really confused right now. Like, what?
Torbjorn has a pog face on his face, like.
Master Juxia steps forward and says, "I second this vote." Master Shen steps forward and says, "I second it as well."
What have I created?
Irelia says, "I do not agree with this." Akali's feeling of nervousness, Brighto, increased a lot just now. And the Karma says, "Well, that makes it very easy then. Brighto, do you want to be the Star Child's representative here in the council?"
I'm looking at Karma. No. Of course not. What the hell are you guys doing?
You
This
people
is
are
not what
very
you guys
strange. I have offered you so much and yet you keep refusing it.
You keep offering responsibility.
It's not our. It's,
No,
Because this is not my place. I
Shen
don't belong here.
looks at you and he says, "This is exactly where you belong, Brighto." And then Master Indra steps forward and grabs your shoulder, Brighto. As you look into his eyes and he looks into yours, an image flashes in your head.
Mind control.
The jaws of wolf and a mask of lamb, as you hear in your brain.
I still hunger for you. But side with this one now, and I will delay my hunt.
Holy shit.
He was the only man to survive my jaws. If he chooses you, I stand with him.
We chose the right path! We chose the right path!
Oh,
I
shit.
shrug my shoulder off his hand
Mhm.
and stare at him a bit,
And
just like, what the fuck happened?
he nods at you.
The plot twist! I'm sorry, what the fuck? Okay, I'm okay. I just look at Brighter like,
Just a quick off note. Fucking well done writing, my dude. Fucking well done writing.
I'm just like, how did we turn this and we actually managed to get to the point to where we needed on Brighter? That's just crazy. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay.
What do you say,
Wow.
Brighton?
Oh shit! From almost being dead to being on the council.
I saved you
Ah.
twice. Remember me. I literally, yes, yeah.
I'm looking at Thorbjorn instead.
Darwin just has a pog on his face, like.
Realize the thing?
You
Like-
don't know like what happened there. You just
Maybe
saw.
there's like a connection kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you just
right?
saw Brighto look at Indra, and then he stopped,
Everything made sense. Like, holy shit.
and now he was looking at you.
I just give
like-
I just give Brighto a nod.
If this is your place, you can travel. And
Yes, he can
you
travel.
can have power in decisions and be
I mean-
included in decisions and actually know what's happening around us. And
Yeah.
I just stare at Brighto like, oh my god.
And I just say, Brighto, sometimes an outsider looking in is better than an insider looking out. And I just raise my shoulders.
Old man wisdom, man. That was awesome.
Manipulation no more.
This is a big decision.
Do you wish to think it over then?
Yeah.
Very well.
Give me some time.
We will allow that, of course. We understand that this is a big thing. And it's Karma talking. There's no small thing to be part of the Ionian Council. You would still have free roam over everywhere you wanted to go. All that we needed is for you to be here whenever we gathered. Now understand this. To have a student of the Star Child within the council is something that dates back to her presence here in Ionia. It has never happened since then. If it were to happen, it would be a historic event.
Don't I
She
get the
was?
point,
I'm
though?
not asking.
Wow.
I'm asking to the She
Yeah.
was on the council. That's something that I would know.
You would not know of this, no.
Okay.
This is new information to
Telling
you.
now.
This is new information to you.
okay.
But then she says, well, I would say that's enough out of this business then. You are to refuse Pubo then, Sade?
I know there needs to be balance, and we need to be able to protect our land. I think we can come to an agreement on that.
And Karma
People
smiles.
can choose to fight.
Karma smiles as you say that. She
I
seems...
want to open myself and like.
Okay. She seems very happy with your words. And she says, all right. Perhaps we should proceed with the next order of business for this meeting, then? And as she says this, Irelia is
Oh, she's pissed.
fuming. Akali
Nice to meet you
is,
guys.
she has her arms crossed and is sort of like beating her foot on the ground, like restless leg syndrome, you know, and is looking at Sade directly.
And Cannon.
Kennen,
Oh,
Just
Cannon is not there.
doesn't give a
No,
fuck.
yeah.
Kennen is leaning
Sorry.
against Shen's. He's leaning against Shen's leg, but you can't really see what he's thinking because he has a
Okay,
mask
okay.
over his face here. But you get the same energy coming from Kennen as you would from Shen.
Okay, okay.
So, Karma continues. With the Brotherhood gone, what should be our next step then? Master Shen, I understand you have a suggestion. Would you please step forward? Shen then steps forward. He puts his hand on your shoulder, Brighto, as you guys return to the sidelines. As you all arrive, Kennen kind of looks at you, Thorbjorn, and goes like on top of your shoulder, and he says,
Good job, kid. You did what you had to.
and
Proud
Akali
moment for Thorbjorn.
Akali is giving the death glare over on Sade's direction. As she,
Everyone gets rewards and I'm dying. God.
Kennen
I
then
tried to hold the stair like.
Kennen
I
then
know you're way stronger.
Kennen then sort of leaps around Thorbjorn into onto Brighto's shoulder, gives him a tap. You feel a little zap on your shoulder, and then jumps over to you, Sade, and looks Akali dead in the eye, the same way she was looking at you. And Akali instantly dodges look and looks to Karma now as she was speaking. Irelia is still taking.
Like,
Yeah. Kennen taps you on the head, gives you a little pat,
no
And-
zapping, thank you.
and then jumps back onto the floor. As Irelia is standing, fists clenched, looking at Karma. Shen then takes the center stage, and he says, The rebuilding of the Kinku Order has been set in motion. Before we can think of facing Noxus head-on, we must restore the ancestral seat of our order and remove the Council of Shadows from the temple. We cannot attack Noxus. We cannot yet attack the Order of the Shadows. However, we must begin the motions. Zhuxia steps forward and says,
How do you suggest we do this? I understand a powerful seal surrounds your temple.
Shen responds quickly. We take back the southern islands from their influence and kill the council members to break the seal. And Indra says,
And yet another deterrent is removed. Noxus will be pleased.
Shan responds with, It will be replaced by a stronger Kinku. An order capable of ending the war without spilling our people's blood. Indra seems very pleased with the answer he got. And Brighto, you're sort of an expert here in this sort of discussion thing. And you perhaps think that what Indra said was bait for Shen to answer with these very words. And Irelia responds with, Another delusional master speaking from his privileged throne while our people live oppressed by Noxus. But you are right. The Council of Shadows must indeed be removed.
So you have my support.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
What Shen was saying, like the thing of if the people don't need to fight, but there needs to be a recruit of people to join the order if it's established, right?
Yeah. There needs to be. There are already Kinku monks that he is going to that he could bring together, if he wished to do so. But there are in fact recruits that could be had. But this is sort of a different type. You would know this since you are Ionian, and especially Torbjorn knows this. The monk's training is not exactly the same training as a soldier's training. A monk gets a full-on education in the spirit ways, in fighting, in reading, in everything. The people that go there are to go by their choice and not because they were conscripted in an army. They are going there and they are measured through their worth, and only if they prove themselves as good fighters, and if they wish to do so, will they then proceed into a more active role within their orders. This was the case for Torbjorn. However, you know, the Shojin have not really ever brought out anyone who would fight. Torbjorn was the first that was sent out into the world on a journey exactly for the reason of discovering himself, and he ended up fighting. But yes, there could be a recruitment process. However, there's a difference of you being trained by the Eye of Twilight personally, which is what would be the case because Shen is responsible for the training of all monks in the Kinku. There's a difference between that and being trained by a captain, a general, a soldier in just the way of fighting. And so, continuing on,
There's balance.
Zhuxia steps forward again and says,
And you volunteer to eliminate the Council of Shadows yourself?
Shen looks back at you three
Of
and he
course.
says, I volunteer to guide our most recent heroes in this task. As of now, I must train new monks and gather the order together. Prepare them for what's to come. This is a process that will take perhaps weeks, perhaps a month, until I am ready to receive them and guide them in this task. Zhuxia says,
No small task once more. Would you be up for such a challenge, Master Shen? To train this unruly group of strangers?
and he smiles as he says this. You take it this is just a little jest from Master Zhuxia. He is looking pretty well spirited right now. Shen once again says,
Well, it need not be now. And yes, I am up for the challenge. I will take certain steps towards facilitating what's about to happen. Once again, the Kinku Order does not work through an army. I am to send my agents, my trusted friends, to deal with these issues. And I trust these three here, and will prepare them for whatever it is to come. Master Kennen and Master Akali will be gathering information in the meantime as I get everything ready. And then, whenever it is time, our heroes would receive message. And they would meet us in Wuju village. Sounds like a fair plan. No one dies. Well, perhaps they could, but they will not. No one dies. None of the Ionian people is sacrificed. And we protect from the shadows, as we have for hundreds of years.
Indra crosses his arms and walks forward. He looks at you, Brighto, and he says,
I trust them to finish the Council of Shadows. Whilst this happens, I will make whatever procedures I can. I will go there myself. I will go to Pubo, and I will purify the land and restore it to its original form. I believe I can do this if given time. I would also ask the council for permission to build monuments to my fallen friends. They have given their lives for a land that wasn't their own, but they wish to call it so. They deserve to be honored. I would also like to suggest that Vongoth be hunted.
Oh, as soon as he says Vongoth, Thornbjorn clenches the fuck out of his fists.
Vongoth is to be hunted by whoever wishes to hunt him. He is to be brought to the council and made
quick-
pay for his sins.
Quick question: does the glaive react to my emotions or not?
No.
Okay.
The glaive is sort of like a constant. It's sort of like
It's not my tails, okay?
It's a fixed
No.
point. It's a
Because
fixed
Thor-
point in the whole magic that flows around Ionia. You almost get the sense that it's a source of the magic that comes from Ionia,
Okay.
and that's where you draw your key from. This very like this thing that flows around you.
Okay.
The spirit of Shojin emanates that essence, but does not react to you.
Okay.
Do you agree with this, esteemed members of the council?
Shen goes and says,
I second your motion.
Master Zhuxia,
Do not fall to the ways of revenge, Master Indra. I trust you will not. He is to be brought to the council and then judged here by the Karma herself.
Brought to the council.
He is not to be killed. Unless it were to happen by accident.
Oopsie.
Perhaps if the spear of the Shojin finds its way into his heart, perhaps that was what the spirit of Ionia wanted to happen in the first place.
Karma kind of smiles at this and she says, very well. Vongoth is to be hunted and brought down by to the council. I also allow you to go into Pubo, Master Indra, and purify it, as I have other matters to attend to. Now, for the center suggestion from you, Master Shen, I must ask our friends, BTC, now that you are acting within the council's knowledge, and you have perhaps an honorary member here, I would like to ask you once more, now in an official way. Will you fight for the First Lands once more and eliminate the Council of Shadows? I am not saying you start right now. As Master Shen said, you have time. But it would mean the world to me and to Ionia that it is being guarded by such honorable people as we have seen today. And as she finishes the sentence, she looks at Irelia. What is your decision?
I look at Brido, because I know. Do we know that Brido's father is in Freljord?
If he
You
told
know
you,
nothing. No.
He didn't
We
tell
know.
us
We don't know,
anything,
right? We don't know.
No.
He just
Yeah.
said
You
he
know
gets
he's
you
somewhere.
to-
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Brighto also knows from the message that he's safe traveling with a friend with a blonde beard and 2 axes.
I say my friends that I've met from failure, they have given me a task that I would try to complete in failure. But seeing the hurt that the Shadow Clan, yeah, Shadow
Order
Clan,
of the Shadows, yeah.
Order of the Shadow, brought to Ionia, I cannot let this path pass. And if doing so brings me closer to bringing down Von Goth, I will gladly do so.
I just like, can we please have means? Uh, Fighting for my land, I'm there, but we really need resources. And I'm just as blunt as I can be, like.
Master Shen says, will the full weight of the Kinku Order not be resource enough for you, Sade?
For the what?
The full weight of the Kinku
of
Order.
Kinku.
Oh, because he's teaching us, right?
Yep.
Yes, because he's teaching you and a
Yes,
bunch of other monks.
They need us to teach first, and then we go for the pew pew. Okay.
And also, you know, you would
Yeah.
have backup from other Kinku monks that he will be training.
In this situation, yes, finally, we are not alone.
And to that, Indra says,
You have never been alone.
I just stare at him like, that guy died twice.
and Indra answers with,
And I am glad he did.
Well, you're very welcome that he's back. And I was like,
Master Xuxia kind of laughs, seeing Torbjorn laugh in the background. And Karma says,
God, no one's with me.
Thorbjorn, I understand you must have a mission back in the Freljord, your homeland. I understand you have spent here years of your life, where you have learned many things, perhaps missing out on a few. But still,
What's the face of Master Wu Xiao on that?
Master
when she says
Xuxia
that?
face palms when she says that.
I just shrug my shoulder.
And she says, I will promise you this. If you continue your journey to aid Ionia, to rid this land of all the impurities, all the things that have corrupted what was the first place where magic ever touched Runeterra, I will aid you. Your journey. Personally.
Oh shit,
This
okay.
is for all of us, or
Torbjorn's specific thing of defeating a certain ice witch.
Yeah.
Do I remember? I probably do. How does karma try to get into our heads? Does she just
She
get
touches you.
her
She
head?
touches you, and she is able to
Yeah, it's like a-
walk
Oh, yeah.
in your heads as she connects with your key with your energy, with your magic.
That's what I thought.
And it is very, very much stronger in places of powerful magic, as is the case of the Placidian. She has seen many things. She also gets information, and this would be something that Torbjorn and Sade know. The Karma is pretty much the avatar. She has a ton of ancestors that
Share their knowledge with her.
their knowledge with her. So she is sort of, the Karma is sort of what means to be the avatar. That is not her name, the Karma. It is only the name, her title. And not many people know her name. You guys would not know her name. And
Can I know?
as such, she sort of she knows many things and has great insight, literally, on a lot of the spirit world related things over the entire world, not only Ionia. She's regarded as a very wise being, and well, pretty much the essence of, you know, hundreds of other beings that came before her. And also a representation, sort of a physical embodiment of the spirit of Ionia itself. So yeah.
Yeah, Brighto starts walking towards Karma
Mm-hmm.
and says, I also have a bigger fight in other places. And I'll grab her hand and
Mm-hmm.
put it on my face.
Okay. And you wish for her to see what you are thinking of.
Yep. And
All right.
I'll show her everything. So that
Alrighty.
she understands.
Holy everything. That's a
Very
first.
well.
Everything.
That's a first.
She first is sort of taken aback by it, and then she begins her magic, and you see her eyes flare into jade green again, and you see Brighto's flare with the colors of the Star Child. Within your mind, Brighto, you begin seeing a ton of images flash, everything that you want to show her. But there's one thing. There's one thing that you see, you swear you have not seen before. As you give her access to your full memories. Yep. Natural 20. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Karma digs deep into one in particular. And I'm going to reveal a few things here, but know that your characters do not know this.
You could just whisper it though.
No. It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
it's okay. It's okay.
Everyone gets the
Yay,
full
we got
everyone gets the
mine!
full
Yay!
experience. Everyone gets full experience.
Finally!
You see yourself in Demacia as a child.
Oh, shit.
And you see yourself sitting on the stairs of your house, perhaps the library where you went to. Can't quite really pinpoint it. But there's a very particular blurry memory that you have of this place. You remember having a conversation there. You remember a strange woman that came up to you. She sat down and just talked to you, and then everything just became a blur. Your mind was numb. Now the image of the woman begins to paint itself better. You recognize purple eyeliner that flows across her face, the long black hair of Karab Sills.
Holy shit.
Karma seems to have broken through one of the spells. And then it flashes forward again. It flashes to the moment you were running with your family in the bridges of the capital. It flashes to the moment where a spear pierced through your mother. You remember her face, her fiery red hair, the eyes like stardust. And this spear is now more detailed. This spear has... It oozes out this corruption that is very different from the corruption of the Order of the Shadows, but is very similar to one you have seen in your travels when you were going around Shurima. You perhaps passed by Akathia. Tendrils of the Void.
The tendrils of the void were what killed your mother. What bound her to that place and did not allow her to move after the spear struck her. And a shadow approached behind the spear as your mother nudged you to run and you ran in panic looking behind. Shadow of a woman. But it still remains a shadow. You cannot really tell who it was. And then
What the fuck is Scarab Cells, dude?
it continues flashing around all of your memories, and she sees your father. And when she sees him, she does something else. When she sees your father, the karma grabs your head. You come out of the spell, and then she tells you, "Now, look and see the world as I see it." And her eyes flash jade again, and you are taken outside of your body. And you travel across the skies, flying through the clouds, the cloud drinkers, almost as if you're friends. Your vision is shifted into the similar vision that you have when you enter your astral form. And you see a boat. You see sitting down on top of a crate, writing on a journal, familiar face of your father, Brandon. The same scrawny, geeky man with his short, dark brown hair, the scruff beard on his face, his sort of perfectly circular glasses, sort of broken a little bit. And beside him, this very big man, the blonde beard and this sort of strange Viking helmet, 2 axes at his back. You see one of the crewmates start to pick and sort of making fun of your father and laughing as he drunkenly goes through the deck of the ship. And then you see him get knocked down by a boot to the face of that same blonde bearded Viking that seems to be protecting your father. Your vision is brought back as you see yourself being pulled away from the ship, headed north. Can't help but feel this sadness, but it is a good sadness. It is a sadness that comes from, well, missing your father, but also knowing that he is safe. A strange feeling comes over you as you think, fate works in a strange way. All of your life you have worked with fate. All of your life since you have joined with the Star Child, I should be more specific. You have been taught about prophecies written in the stars. And yet it seems so strange that perhaps in the future your goals will align with those of Thorbjorn. Who knows what's in store for Sade? But it does seem like you are connected by something.
The DM.
You're gonna take 4d6 psychic damage for that one, bitch. I'm just kidding.
Well, I took 4, right? God damn it.
Yeah,
You
you
took 4 psychic damage.
The fucking
And you have a slight headache. And your vision is restored to yourself as you now see the karma in front of you. And she says, "I understand where you must be, young student of the Star Child. I understand the path that you must walk. But as Ionia has, well, given you the gift of transcendence, And as Ionia is still in need, I would ask you to stay. I know you have given so much, but just give a little more. Once we are rid of everything, Brighto, then we will help you in whatever you need. But understand, please, the Star Child has left Ionia hundreds upon hundreds of years ago. Her presence was much needed. Her guidance was much needed. And somehow, you came to our doorstep. You are a gift to us. Just as Torbjorn is a gift to the world. Just as Sade is a gift to the Vastaya. Please, just give us a little more.
I have a question, Liam. This is happening in their minds, or
No, it's now she is talking normally. You guys are
okay,
hearing
so we're
this.
hearing. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that was it.
I will.
And
I mean,
and she says then, Master Shen, I am to request something of you. While I understand that Master Kennen still has his job to do after he is done here, I would ask you to send Master Kennen over to Brighto's father and offer him protection, at least until they meet up with him. Shen looks at Kennen, and Kennen steps forward, kind of like with the wobbly Yordle walk, and he goes,
It would be my great honor. Karma.
and he bows.
thank you.
Very
I
well.
just stare at Bridal like, who the hell is your father?
It's someone who is important to your friend.
Yeah.
And then-
Protection from the council, yeah, sure. Just that.
And it has Olaf bodyguarding him.
Yeah, and
I
it's one
mean-
more? Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Just my buddy's dad. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I just want to ask Karma. By the way, do you know that woman? You felt it, right?
She says, I do not know who she is, no.
She's a bitch. What?
We
But
met with
the-
her.
Wait, D Karma
Here.
doesn't know who Carabcel is?
Nope. You've
Fuck.
met with her. Where?
Yeah, she's been after
She didn't
us,
see the
and
full thing?
I'll say out loud for Thorgan and say it.
Oh yeah, she saw it. She would know. You're right, Say.
No!
You're right. My bad. My bad.
God damn it, yeah.
She says, well, I see that you have met with her in many circumstances. But I don't know who she is, no. Strange.
Too much.
A talk about fate. Truly curious. Well, if you are ever to meet her again, then please, do tell us. We will be on the lookout now.
Thank you.
All right. Karma kind of steps back and nudges you to go back to the center.
Yeah.
She then goes,
So, can I declare this session closed? Are you to take on this task, brave Big Dong Club?
Yes.
Waiting for Bridal, the council member, to speak for us.
How do I become the? Oh, well, okay. You sure?
That was a weird spirits. I'm sorry.
All right. Then Karma says, well, then I declare this very productive council session to be over.
Oh, by the way, how is Irelia looking?
Pissed as fuck, bro.
Okay.
That's not
I'm
even a
done
question,
with that.
dude. She's
I'm
fucking
gonna die.
pissed.
You see Karma begins to wave her hands around her
I have a question. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Before we start going away,
Mhm.
where do we include LeBlanc in this? Is she part of the shadows?
You don't know that it's LeBlanc because you've never met LeBlanc.
Yeah. Okay. Rose. Blah, blah,
You mean
blah.
Ineal or Anal?
Yeah.
Anal.
That one, yeah.
So the Black Rose and Anal.
Where do we put
Careful.
You can talk to them about this if you wish to do so.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to. Yeah.
All right. So you want to bring up another issue then to the council?
Since they were talking about the bitch Carol cells,
Mhm.
I wanna bring. What about Black Rose, the one
What about, I
that
think
showed
the
up
it's
at
the Black Rose. It's an organization, I think.
As you say,
will know.
as you say that, and you begin to say the words Black Rose, Irelia goes up to you. A colleague goes up to you, and they grab your arms,
I'm dead again. God damn it!
and they look at you and give you a look of, "Don't talk."
Yeah.
And
Why?
as
I'll
they
say
are
out loud. Why?
as they are doing this, there is a purple sort of energy that begins flowing around Sade.
Is this Voldemort?
It expands into sort of a shield, and you look at Shen, and he is doing his ninja sign, his eyes glowing purple and shielding Sade around. You then look at Indra, and Indra is in fighting position with a blue thundering dragon over his head. And Torbjorn, you would know this. There's only been one other legendary blind monk that has ever awakened the dragon spirit.
Listen.
Apparently this is the other one that no one ever talked about.
Fucking hell.
And you see Master Juxia with a similar version, however much stronger apparently, of the strength of the mountain, standing close now to Irelia with his fists almost shining like metal. His eyes glowing green. Yes, against Irelia.
With blocking, right?
His fists ready to just punch her if something happens. And you see Irelia's blades begin to flow around and point at everyone. And you see Akali pull out the kunai as well. And now stand defensively. Kennen is zapping all around as you see lightning
The fuck you
bouncing everywhere. The Karma steps forward and begins floating, her tattoos glowing with the jade. She stands in front of Irelia.
Oh fuck.
And she says,
They are grabbing Sade?
they are not
what?
anymore because Shen grew
They
this
were.
shield.
They
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 were. Shen grew this shield around her. Karma goes and says, "It would be unwise, Master Irelia, to do sudden motions in such tense situations. As you can see, the reactions might not be the ones you had hoped for." Irelia suddenly moves back and she says, "Forgive me, Karma. I have overstepped." And she comes back. Brighto, you in Indra's presence, you feel there's some connection there with you, and it is probably, you had felt this connection with Lagain. This man is on a different level.
Okay.
This
And
man is a motherfucking level 20 monk.
Yeah.
and
Wait, I need context because my brain is being slow. Who was Lagain? Sorry.
Lagain
Lagain
was
Lagain
was the
is
girl
one
with
of
the
the
wolf.
avatars. Yeah, it's one of the avatars of
Kindred.
Kindred's
Yeah, there we
Kindred.
go. Yeah,
avatar.
thank you, thank you. Sorry.
and Shen goes, "It would also be unwise for you to do the same, Akali. Remember your place. I know you often forget, but you are not at home." And Akali sort of moves back and sheathes her kunai and her kama and just crosses up her arms and is looking again. Sade, forgive this rude interruption. What were you saying? The karma asks you.
I just added like my tails are all
Mm-hmm.
spiky. I have a question because I was looking for it, but I
Yeah.
don't have the.
Go ahead.
It
Ask
noted
away.
down. Basically we killed Iskalar, and then the Black Rose showed up, and she was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." Did she say anything more like it's only starting or something around that?
No,
'Cause
she
I'm
was
Yeah.
she was
pretty sure
yeah
she said something
she
like
was
that, right?
commanding yeah she was commanding Vongoth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
Vongoth
it.
was under her command.
She's commanding the
Uh,
Brotherhood. She was the one running the Brotherhood
Yeah.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes. Ainil or Anal was the leader of the Brotherhood, and what you
Yeah.
guys saw was her vanish in smoke that formed a black rose after you finished her the conversation with her. She did mention in her conversation a bunch of things. She talked to you about. In fact, I can even
I don't
give
know
you.
why I don't have that noted. Sorry.
Yeah, I can
But
give you more.
it was just for
I have
more
my notes
context.
here too.
Yeah, I was really looking for it, but I couldn't even.
She told us
found
that she
Now
was
that you're saying
thankful
it,
for us because this Kalar I think was getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Correct.
Uh, that she has more things planned for us. That
Correct.
she wouldn't kill us because she had more things that she wanted us to do.
Mm-hmm. Very well.
My brain can't recall anything else.
All right. She also said that, well, she had stepped up to defend Ionia and picked people who had the
Oh,
necessary
yeah.
skills.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything that they had done after, it was their own responsibility and not hers. She also had an interesting line: "Mortals are such interesting creatures. All the fighting you've done for such a small thing. Fascinating." And then she also mentioned the existence of much greater evils that are dormant under a tomb of ice that grows weaker by the second.
That's
Evils
really-
that she intended to release, she said. And then she also mentioned that you all act as playthings in a game that you don't quite understand, but that she would show you. And yeah, she ended her discourse with, "After all, it's all smoke and mirrors." And that is it. Sorry, I had to go through my notes there.
Yeah, no, thank you. I really have no. Maybe I skipped or I put it in another thingy because
Yeah,
that's
but-
a lot of information for me to not note it. That's why I was kind of.
It's all good. It's all good. It happens. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So Karma just asked me like, what are you saying?
Yeah,
right?
what you were going to say.
I just how Irelia and Akali are looking downstairs again, right?
Irelia and Akali seem very pissed, but right now they are looking into the floor. They feel like they have been put in their place.
Shit. Okay, I just. What about the Black Rose?
As you say that,
That's
Irelia raises her head and looks at you again. And Akali just turns her back into the council. Karma says, "The Black Rose. Where have you seen this?" Shen steps forward very fast, and he grabs you by the shoulders, Sade, and looks you in the eye. And then he looks back at Indra And Zhu Xian says, she's telling the truth. Where did you see the Black Rose?
I just
Seeing
feel everything about our conversation when we kill this Kalar. The thing you just repeated. Yay!
All right.
So it's easier.
As you say that and you continue
I
saying
don't miss
this,
anything.
Irelia gets increasingly pissed and is
I
fuming
need
about the
answers!
situation.
I'm so sorry.
Shen and everyone else sort of like surrounding him. They look very they look like they're contemplating as you are speaking. And Shen says, perhaps our situation is graver than we thought. There is still a third force at work here in Ionia. Well, how should we proceed, Karma? And Karma says, I believe we should continue on with whatever it is that we intended to do. If the Black Rose are truly here, they must be working for Noxus. We knew there were spies, but not of this caliber.
when Karma says spies, Torbjorn remembers what he told Akali about
Yep.
the guy about
We talked about
Musama.
this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
About
Musamu and Musama and all of those, yeah.
Yeah, and Torbjorn just, oh, yeah, we encountered two of those spies, and then I spill everything about Musamu controlling.
As you say that,
Oh, it's your turn.
Akali continues getting increasingly pissed and starts pacing around.
And yeah, but I mentioned that someone disguised herself as Akali, that it killed 3 people from Noxus
All right.
out of the blue without giving us time to question. That was really suspicious.
All right.
Musamu confiscating all of our belongings. Yeah,
All right.
and all his brothers controlling the rivers and everything, and yada yada yada
Information
yada.
on the documents about
Yeah, the
Brotherhood,
documents about
all
the
the-
Brotherhood now,
and the
but
Brotherhood had infiltrators from Nox
All right.
and blah blah.
Very
going to
well.
levels, blah, blah.
As you guys say this, Karma starts thinking, and Shen looks at Akali and says, "You knew of this." And Akali answers, "Only recently. They told me when they arrived." "And you were thinking of sharing this information with me when? Or do you forget where your loyalty lies?" "My loyalty lies where I want it to be. You don't own me. And you never will."
Kali has daddy issues.
And Shen says, "You are right. I do not own you. But perhaps I expected too much from you. I am deeply disappointed in your actions today, Akali. We will talk later." And then he says, "The brothers that are, well, taking control over the boat travels within Aiko and the other islands of Olin, of Ralin as well. They have been known to me for quite some time.
Is
But
it Shen or
Shen.
Sorry.
But I did not know that they were siding with anyone.
Oh, definitely siding.
Are you sure they are siding with Noxus?"
No,
I
Torbjorn
think
says
it's,
no.
It's just a business thing.
Yeah, I
They
don't
side
think
with
he's.
everyone.
Yeah, I think he's siding to the one that to the higher speeder. To the one that pays you the most. What it seemed. I'm not sure. But he did confiscate some documents from Noxian spies. I don't know where his loyalty lies.
As you say this, Master Jushia goes, then perhaps the documents have been sold already.
Maybe.
This is a troubling situation.
I really want my tooth back. I just read
I
it.
mean, and Torbjorn says,
It's
Torbjorn,
Messiah. I really want my tooth back.
Torbjorn says, well, I think the documents were something about the Brotherhood, so since they are done, I don't think they'll hold much
They were
importance
the
anymore.
documents that
We had
they
a bit of
confiscated were
information.
encrypted messages that you
Yeah,
got from the
from
Noxians you
Noxian.
found on the boat.
Oh yeah, okay.
And we also had the documents about the spies, and then we also had the items. And I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
there was
yeah.
something. Oh, and we had the book about
Yeah,
the
it was a book
shooting
about
techniques.
Yeah, but Torbjorn said since it wasn't long ago, he may be still trying to decipher what the document said. So it
Shen
might be still in his possession.
Shen steps forward. You are right, it is worth a look. However, I doubt his interest is in the information there, and more on the worth of the information. But we will see what we can find. Master Kennen, you will take on this task. Master Akali is not fit at this moment.
Noxian's lives matter.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought of it.
Sorry.
It's all good, it's all good. Then Master Kennen responds with,
It will be done right now.
this thunder cracks inside the room, and Kennen is no longer there.
I can. Shit. I'm okay. I'm exposed again.
Karma goes and looks at Indra, as Indra's been awfully quiet among all of this, and she says, what is on your mind, Master Indra?
It troubles me that I could not notice this sooner. Had I known of this, had I known it was someone so powerful, I would have not sent my friends to their doom.
And you see him sort of hold back. On his voice is sort of shaky on his tears.
But what has been done has been done. I will work to fix it as best as I can. As soon as I am done purifying Pubo, I will begin my own search for the Black Rose. The Hirana are not known for their specialty in working in the shadows as the Kinku, but I will use whatever is in my grasp to better understand and protect this land, and I promise this to you.
And he bows before the Karma. And she says, very well, good. Well
Wait.
then. Yeah.
You're not giving us any answers again.
What answers do you want?
Who is the Black Rose? Why are you suddenly all so
The Black
defensive?
Rose is an organization that is as ancient as perhaps Runeterra itself. We know that it works with Noxus. But that is as much as we know. We know they are dangerous. We know they are led by some pale sorceress. But not much else has come to mind. Perhaps I need to meditate on the issue at the Placidium, and more answers will be given to me. But right now, our lack of knowledge is what makes them so dangerous. If it were only Dukuto's spies roaming around our lands, then it would
well, at least we knew what we were dealing with. But with the Black Rose, I'm afraid we have no idea, Sade.
I want to turn to Indra.
Mm-hmm.
And say, so now you understand why we need to fight and not just send people to hold the front.
Indra smiles and he says, I always understood the need for Ionia to fight. But the reason why we fight, that is what means the most. And I believe we were headed the wrong way. But it brightens my day, and it gives me hope that we have wronged, or that we have righted a wrong that was taking over this council. As he looks at Irelia.
We still need to fight. I'm not, and I try to clarify since it's passing that idea. I don't want to force people to fight, but I want to give them the choice to know how to fight because we need to defend. And as big heroes we already seen this before. We need more people beside us to help us.
Sade, make a persuasion check.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Here it comes, my natural one. It's all up on my
Against the blue eyes, white dragon.
Oh,
That's perception. Wait, how did you
I know,
roll?
You can do it.
You rolled 16. What's your persuasion modifier? How much?
motherfucker.
Yeah, my perception is plus 9, sorry.
Your persuasion,
It's a plus
motherfucker. All right, gotcha.
Plus 3.
Master
No,
Jushia
It's 9
steps forward
16,
and he
17,
says,
Well, inspired by you and our friend Thorbjorn, the people do have a choice to know how to defend themselves. The Shojin Monastery is open to whoever wishes to learn the Shojin ways of fighting, and whatever else comes with it. I believe Master Shen will make the same happen for the Kinku. I believe Master Indra would do the same for the Harana.
Master Indra says,
Yes, whoever wishes to learn the ways of the Harana. A school will be built here, in the capital. They will no longer need to head to the edges of Ionia to learn our ways. I will personally see that my best students take care of this. Perhaps even the blind monk.
Oh shit. Don't get me wrong, but doors are open, yes, but you need to let the people know the danger that is here instead of just blindly telling them, hey, if you want to learn, you can learn. But there's no really, necessity. You need to tell them that there is a necessity. The danger is here. Don't keep them in the blind just because we can hold on for just a little bit, because it will explode. We need to let the people know and let them decide with information.
Brighto,
yeah.
how are you feeling about this whole conversation? I
I
want
was
to
going
ask
to talk.
because I saw you were like, oh my god, and a fight breaks out, and there's lightning, and I'm sorry. All right, I didn't notice it was ending.
I'll go. Brighto goes. You shouldn't promise protection for everyone because you don't have it right now.
I didn't say protection. What?
No, I'm talking to
Is that
them.
for me? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Karma steps forward and says, we offer protection that is within our reach. We offer protection because it is what we want to do. It's to protect. I know that perhaps the people in the past needed to travel far to know how to defend themselves. They needed to commit themselves to an order to do so, and we wish to keep that way. But you are right, Sade.
Oh my god. I'm like,
It is time for Ionia to know that our fight begins now.
And you see her tattoos flare with the same jade color as she begins floating up in the air and directing the platform on which you're in that gives you sight of the full main island of Ionia, and you can see in the distance the southern islands. She rises it up in the air and she continues floating and then drops down as a sort of jade explosion expands from the triangular platform and draws the Trinity in the skies. The clouds clear as you see then a jade dragon fly around the platform and a flame ignite at its center. The jade dragon surrounds the flame, and you hear Karma in her ascended form say,
Ionia, the time has come. Our heroes are in place. You will be safe soon. Those who wish to finally rid our lands, the first lands, from the corruption that seeds deep within them. Join us in the capital, and I will personally protect you and teach you and guide you as I should have for all my life. Sa Lesa Tirivi.
and you see this burst of jade energy cover the entirety of the sort of Trinity symbol you're standing on. It flashes as if it was the flame that you first saw where the jade dragon was flying around. And the jade dragon increases in size and floats around the now symbol of the flame, symbol of the name of Ionia, projected in the skies. And then she comes down from her ascended form. She looks at you guys and she says, "Is that enough of a message, my friends?"
Torbjorn just
Dian, as an Ionian, are those words really enough to understand? Hey, we're being invited. We need people to help
She
us fight."
spoke. Now that you think of it,
Yeah.
she did not speak
Exactly.
out loud. She spoke inside your mind.
Mm.
You did get that message. You heard the words inside of you and not from her voice.
Mm.
And you have in yourself a burning
understand.
will to fight for your land.
Okay. That's the validation I wanted. And then I nodded her and say, "Finally, thank you. Before it was too late."
Oh, how's he really looking right now?
Irelia kind of stood in awe through all of this situation, and then she bit her lip down again and clenched her fists
Oh
And-
shit!
and once again is looking very pissed.
Really? Even after what she wanted? She wanted the people to stand up and fight and not.
No,
It's
that's
not
not
like
what
that.
you want.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but
not what you want.
This is what you guys gather.
She has
Yeah,
so much behind that. Oh
okay.
man. Yeah.
Torbjorn is just in awe without this shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, Brighto is impressed too.
By the way,
That's
does
what-
Torbjorn know that if he wanted to learn,
I'm feeling attacked.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
if-
I'm in
if-
full defense mode.
if Torbjorn
Like,
wanted
shit.
to learn teachings from another school, would that be okay from the?
I don't know, man. You maybe would have to ask.
Well,
Yeah.
you're going supposedly to learn from Shens, so
Yeah, and Shen is
you
another
can.
school.
Yeah.
I ask. I mean, the meeting is not over yet, so yeah, okay. I'll do this later.
Well, then Karma comes down and she says that, and after that she says,
Is that
Well,
all?
since there are no other issues, I assume, and she looks at you three. Is there anything else you wish to bring up before the council?
I need to think.
Torbjorn
I
frankly
got
starts
one
trying to
question
recall
tonight.
something.
I
don't
just
think
look
so.
at her like,
Eh.
what do you did with Brido? I don't know if this is the moment, but is there anything I should know about Vestias?
Oh.
And I just look at her like, please understand the question. 'Cause I don't know how to put
Interesting.
it without being like,
A similar Vasaya to you, which I believe would be your friend, came by recently with the same questions. Look within the archive, Sade. Perhaps the answers you seek
I was going there.
are in there.
Okay. I just
Well, Torbjorn
Sure.
says no. I think that is all for me, and then I quickly move close, go toward Master Jushia,
Mm-hmm.
and I ask, Master, would it be okay for me to learn from another school
Master Shushia
while
smiles
bearing? Oh, okay.
at that question and he goes,
My friend Torbjorn, knowledge does not occupy any space in that thick skull of yours, does it? Learn whatever it is you wish. I would be very proud if one of our Shojin would be the first one to combine the knowledge of many orders.
Then I turn to Master Indra, and I'm gonna be ballsy as fuck. Master Indra, would you teach me how to release my inner dragon?
roll a persuasion check, Torbjorn.
No, I suck at these rolls.
Let's see if the fates are with you.
No. Oh shit.
I know.
Take a chance, roll the dice, bro.
Oh come on, dude. I suck at these rolls, dude.
Not yet. Not yet.
Indra says,
I am flattered by your offer, but I believe you are not ready yet, young Torbjorn. The Hirana's ways perhaps would require you to read.
and he lifts an eyebrow at you.
I just
Flexing.
I turn back to Karma. Let's see. Master Karma.
teach me how to read.
Is there any way possible that you can teach me how to read?
You're asking. You're literally asking the avatar. You're literally asking the
It's
avatar.
because wait, let me see, because I know that she can share her memories.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
That she maybe could share her memory with me about her past lives learning how to read.
Oh
So
my
Torbjorn automatically learns how to read.
the easy way.
The Karma goes close to you and puts her hand over your face.
Torbjorn is like sad puppy eyes right now.
She puts her hand over your face and she says, I'm sorry, young Torbjorn. I think that is a journey you need to make yourself.
Torbjorn's like really sad right now. He turns to Master Indra and says, "Is there any more practical way of learning?"
How to read? Perhaps go to school like everyone else?
And know how to learn your ways, the hiragana way? Do you have like some
The
images?
Hirana's ways require much studies, Torbjorn.
And Master Jushia says,
He is right, young Torbjorn. This is one where you cannot go in through straight intuition. Here you must actually study. Perhaps when Master Shen teaches you some of his techniques, there are some ones, a few that are more, well, your style.
Dragon.
Wait,
Torbjorn's
we
like-
just heard dragon. Because your
Yeah.
microphone didn't capture the rest. You said something dragon.
Yeah, Torbjorn is just really sad. And the thing is, I just want to release my inner dragon.
And Master Zuxia says, my friend, I believe that perhaps even if you study the Hirana's ways, you would not unlock the dragon spirit.
Oh, I just wanted to do a
You-
dragon till now, but I won't.
You are more like an otter type of person.
Cute.
Torbjorn smiles, but he doesn't understand what he said.
I got that guy.
All right, and so Karma finally moves up to the center. She looks at Irelia and looks at Akali, who are now to a corner, talking to
Shit.
each other.
Yeah.
And she says, well, since there is nothing else, I declare this session over. And what's your passive perception?
A tails.
You do not pick up anything.
Fuck.
She begins
With
sort
a
of
19? Wait, with a 19 I don't pick up anything? Holy shit. Okay.
no, but that was your persuasion roll.
No, passive. Sorry.
Passive is
I'm,
18, right? You don't pick up anything though. They're pretty far away, and I mean, Akali's a ninja. She's
Nah,
probably
fair.
like using sign language or something. So Karma goes up to the center, her eyes and her tattoos glowing once more as she brings down the platform once more to the council building within the Ionian capital, Ionia City. And as the session is over, Master Indra begins sort of doing these, sort of rituals and katas in the middle of the of the triangle of the Trinity Force that is engraved on the ground, as he turns into this blue dragon and flies away through the main gate. You see Master Zuxia give you one last nod, Torbjorn,
And I bow back.
as he disappears in this strange green mist that suddenly takes over the room and concentrates where he was. And you are left with Shen as the Karma vanishes in a jade flare. We're left with Shen, Kali, and Irelia.
Oh shit.
And as they they walk towards.
Oh.
You got scared there, I know. You clenched your butt cheeks. They walk towards you. Shen stands in front of Sade and puts his arm in front of her. And as they keep walking, that's where we're gonna end up today's episode.
No! We still have like 10 minutes.
It wouldn't be enough for what's about to happen next,
For
brother.
what, dude? For what? For nothing. Oh man.
Bride of a president.
Oh.
I swear to God, I'm so shocked with all the turns we took, and we actually found the answers to things we really wanted to. Oh God. But I'm so scared of next episode.
This looks like the best outcome from this.
This was,
Yeah.
I think, it's the perfect outcome. But you all found your reasons, and I suddenly lost mine, and it's terrible.
because
Oh, God.
Dude,
because
right
now you stood by your current family, not your past one. That's development for Sade.
No,
Good job,
no.
Sade.
It's not that. I still stand by them, but because I don't know everything, I just stood with the information they gave me, And the information was we want to fight, and that aligns with my things. So I just kept defending that. The thing is, they clearly are hiding stuff, but for me, it still made sense to know
Raito
who
came in
Black
this
Rose was, blah
reunion
blah 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 blah, because
thinking to
it was our
himself,
enemy.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to have nothing to do with these people. I want to go away. And now he's thinking, fuck, I think I have to stay here. Oh man, what the hell?
The thing is,
that was cool.
it's just being our it's like, I don't think you need to be here, because that's the thing.
Yeah, but we have to take care of this.
No, the thing is, we already are doing that. I think the only change would be we'd actually have more information, and like just happened, we would actually have ways to make questions and help do things.
No, but I don't think having a city under our command.
No. I mean about Bright on the council.
Oh, Bright on the Council
things
is a
will
good.
stay the
I think
same.
it is.
The
Yeah, I
thing is,
think
we
it
get
is.
more information and we get more power in these discussions. And
Yeah,
we
but
literally just let
Brighto
everyone
doesn't.
we need to fight.
Yeah, but I think Brighto and
Finally.
Torbjorn, Brighto and Torbjorn don't care about the decisions that they do.
No, the thing is,
I don't
we
care
are
about
being commanded.
Ionia.
Yeah, Brighto
I
doesn't
can
care
only
about
tell.
No, but you wanna
Look at
fight for
you.
things you don't know. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, Brighto
What
likes
I
to
mean
know
is just
shit.
for information.
in the
Brighto
information
likes-
sense, yeah.
Yeah, Brighto
It's
likes to know
mostly
shit,
that.
doesn't he?
You can agree or disagree, whatever you think
I don't
about
know,
it. but
Brighto,
it's,
do you-
It's mostly for the information.
Padero, does Brighto likes to know shit? Like, does he like information or just knowledge
Kinda.
overall?
If it
You read a lot in
for
book
him,
as a kid, right?
that's the only thing. Yeah, but
No, but the
I
thing
don't
is,
know.
do you like being manipulated?
the thing
'Cause
is that
from the start
Ionia
you've been
just
following-
brought me a danger, and 2 times that I could be dead, and I don't want to be here because that's too dangerous for me.
But it also brought you a
Yeah,
conversation
sure.
with your mother.
Uh-huh. And that's
with the-
that
and
was
with the-
the
And now you
point
found
of
the
going to
one
Ionia.
that
Ionia is
has
done. I
the-
can
the-
go.
And with the
But
nice
now you
you
little
have
you
to
told
talk
me that,
now.
oh, look, this guy can save you from Kindred. Maybe you should stay.
By the way,
Mhm.
Padero, why is your cam always zooming in and zooming
I
out?
don't know. It's probably
No,
the...
it's
No, you
cool.
need
It's
to
cool.
deactivate. I think
It's
it's an option.
cool.
You need to go to properties and disable it.
Yeah.
It's
Because
I
it's
like it. In my
Yeah,
opinion, it
it's
should
common.
stay because like when he's talking, there's certain things that are emphasized when the
Yeah,
camera like
I'm
zooms
saying-
in.
Oh,
So I
but
think it should stay.
This was one hell of an episode.
Holy shit.
on Onion.
Dude.
Man,
One
I'm so.
hell of
I
an
never
episode.
been this scared for Said.
It's
And
funny
we've
how
been
like
close to losing Said, and that's
It's not
just
funny.
crazy.
Don't say it's funny.
no, it's fun. It's
literally
funny
two
how
champions.
it's funny how the places where you least expect is where you get help from. You know, I like that sort of sense.
I mean, I agreed with what Inja was saying, but I half agreed with what he was saying.
That's why I kind of kept pushing it, because I
Yeah,
don't
but-
agree. It was like, yeah, we have our school open, so everyone learns, and then
No, no. In the beginning
You
of
know?
the reunion, I
Mhm.
agreed that that we didn't need to put the people in danger. We didn't need
yeah,
to
but
attack.
the
But I
thing
did
is,
not
they
agree
were
that the
always-
people did not had to fight. It's not. It's,
Yeah, the thing is, in the beginning, it was always assumed like he was talking as we were forcing people to, and that was never the
Yeah.
point. The point was just
your guys' point maybe wasn't that.
yeah, exactly, and that's why I tried to clear it and just say like, yes, we just obviously we need people that want to fight, otherwise it's not. You don't capitalize on that because
Yeah, it's a
you're not getting
tense.
the full profit there.
It's like
That's
a
why I keep
tense
forcing it.
situation. It's a tense situation here, right? Because what would if you guys were in this situation, you were like part of a council, which I guess if Brighto takes the offer, he will be. There are certain pressures that they have to deal with, right? Ionia has their own people, and then they would have the Brotherhood, they would have the Order of the Shadows, and they would have Noxus, and all three, both the Ionian people, the Brotherhood, and the Order of the Shadows, have one enemy in common, which is Noxus. So they would see this, as having 3 different deterrents for Noxus's invasion. And so removing each one would maybe perhaps, if not replaced properly and not done in the correct timing, which maybe was what they were waiting for, would maybe force an invasion from Noxus that they would not be ready for. And so it is sort of a careful balance, you know, that they have to maintain here, because right now, you know, we don't know, I mean, I do, you guys don't know what the destruction of the Brotherhood might bring to Ionia coming from Noxus. You guys don't know what happened to those encrypted messages that were intercepted. You don't know where they're ending up in. So there's like, and you don't know their importance. So there's a bunch of things that, you know, as the ruling council and protectors of the people, that they have to consider, and these are very sort of tough decisions, that, and in a very tense space, as you guys witnessed, that they have to make, and they will not make them lightly. And you guys know Ionia is not necessarily known for its politics, so this is not even as deep as it would go were this to happen in some other place like Demacia or Noxus. But it is still some pressure that they have to face and they have to deal with. And I think that you guys today did a very good job with everything that you said and everything that you did. It was pretty fun to see you sort of like struggle on a few occasions to see what would happen. But you would never, well, you would almost never die in the council, because there's people there.
Sure.
I said almost, because there's people there that could protect you.
I mean, if we kept
Thank God they were
pissing
there.
off
I'm
Indra.
pretty sure I would die there.
Well,
if they wouldn't move.
I mean, Brighto now knows there's some connection with Kindred there, so who knows who this Indra guy is, you know? But he seemed pretty strong. He seemed pretty strong.
Maybe I should have been a monk from the
Hirana.
From the Hirana guy.
That's actually very interesting, because if you did, this would have been your master.
Yeah.
Cute.
If you had chosen that, this would have been your master. That's the sort of that's the storyline. That's the storyline or side quest that I had for the Hirana. I had one for each order, and that would be the one. It would be to accompany Master Indra.
The Hirana are the offensive ones, right? The ones that train attack above all.
The Hirana are the ones that train their connection to the spirit realm the most. So, you know, people like Lee Sin came from there, or were taught there. People like Udyr spent time there, and connected with the spirits and learned to control his already pretty deep connection with the spirits. So yeah,
I have a chance.
Right, you gonna teach Torbjorn how to read, my dude.
Nope.
Yep.
it zoomed in when you said nope.
Nope.
I knew we should keep this.
Dude. That's so dumb. That's really dumb.
Isn't Indra the sage of the Six Paths' eldest son? Well, he does have long gray hair and deep dark red eyes, so I don't know where that inspiration came from, bro. Well, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching today. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'd like to thank once again the cast for playing.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And for being very nice and very cool during this whole process. And I must say, in my perspective, you guys did very well, and I am very proud of you as a DM. And I wish that you continue on with your interactions with the world as they are, and improve them even further, as you have been during these 32 episodes. I would also like to thank Ty. I'd like to thank Sparkles of Light, Imna, which I thanked already, but I'm thanking her for another thing, Shoddy, and Bron. Now, Bron? And Bron for the host. I appreciate it.
Better later than ever.
I wanna give the thank you and you know for the amazing writing work.
Yeah, top notch writing, my dude.
Thank you.
Put this shit on a book and sell it, make millions.
And bacons. Yes.
Thank
No,
you. Thank
seriously,
you.
you have what it takes to be a fucking great fantasy writer, dude. Honestly.
Thank you, sir. Riot, please listen to
Thank you
this
for
so I can
saying
fix your
the
lore.
What's wrong with
What's wrong with the lore?
Yeah, what's
I will
wrong?
tell you one thing that okay, I won't tell it. I won't say it. Never mind. We have a very esteemed league partner here. She will solve all of these problems one day.
If you tell me the information, maybe.
Yes, I will do. We will work together and fix this lore once and for all.
You send me like a document, a PDF with like 300 pages, and you like
Maybe more.
proposition of lore updates, and I'll be like, here.
I know. Yeah, I know they
partners
they
represented.
switch
I
their
have
lore
this.
like every champion that gets reworked. They
Dude.
they do their
We
lore
shall not
again.
go that way.
Let's start with the God Willow being in its proper place because that one pissed me off. Anyway, let's continue with our thank you and positivity thing. Let's not talk about this whole situation because it saddens me, okay?
Ivern
Yeah,
and the
we
Spirit Blossom event have the biggest fuck up. Why?
It was this thing that I talked about. The God Willow was rumored to be in the Omikayalan, which is the Sacred Forest. The Sacred Forest was placed in the Navori Plains, or in the Navori area. Well, turns out that with the Spirit Blossom event, the God Willow is actually in Welly, which is where you guys started, in the southern part of Ionia, at the tip in a port, which is not the Navori Plains in the Navori area. It is in a completely different area, so they switched that around, and it kind of messes up everything because there was like a specific placement that would make more sense for it to be in the middle of the of Navori, because Ivern came from the Freljord, and if he came from the Freljord, you probably landed in the northern shores of Ionia, and so coming down and encountering the God Willow is easier if it is in this place where it is in Rune, which is where it should be. And yeah, there we go.
Isn't like Spirit Blossom not fully canon? It's just like an event. You shouldn't relate on the.
Oh wait. The story where the God Willow is mentioned is canon.
Oh, okay.
So that's my problem. I wouldn't have a problem, you know. This is
It was
like
just the story of the
Okay,
skins.
I'm writing the email. Don't worry on it.
yes, thank you. Please fix this, or I will be pissed forever. All right. But yeah, I don't mind, honestly. Like, Riot's lore is pretty good. I mean, if it wasn't, I wouldn't have been inspired to write my own stuff, you know, along with it and by its side. So it is pretty great. There's some minor inconsistencies, but we've got to, you know, understand that either people make mistakes, or different employees are working on them, or, you know, there's like a bunch of things going on. They have a game that they need to manage as well, and even though they have dedicated teams, yeah, exactly, even though they have a dedicated team, it can still be, you know, it can still be hard to deal with these things. So I do think that it is great lore and it has great potential. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys, thank you for the compliment. I hope to continue
Great,
providing you with good story.
Yeah. It was
So yeah, since there is nothing else that you guys want to say, I guess I will end this session as well as Karma did in the episode. So let's come down from our Trinity Force symbol and end up the episode with our brother Brighton floating with bananas on his hand. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.